Hey guys, Junior here, owner of 7 Construction. And today I'm going over the top 7 things you need to ask your contractor before you sign anything. It's important to know this information so that you can avoid common mistakes that create the horror stories you hear about. Home models gone wrong, unfinished projects, and contractors ghosting you halfway through. So let's jump right into it. Question 1, how long are you going to take / what is the project turnaround time? This is important because setting expectations early helps you adapt to the construction process. For example, if you have pets, you'll want to know how long they'll have to be relocated to a different room. Or if you're getting your only bathroom remodeled, you'll like to know how long to make those accommodations for it. Plus, if a contractor can't give you a clear timeline, that's an immediate red flag, telling you that you should consider hiring them. A good contractor should give you a written project schedule with dates, while allowing for some leeway to account for possible delays due to weather, materials, back orders, or inspection continuancies. All right, so once you know the time frame to expect, the next big thing you need to know is materials. For instance, what materials do I need to provide, and what are the materials the contractor is going to provide? I personally love this question because having a clear answer does a lot to keep a project on schedule. For example, knowing who's providing the grout, tile, or any such designer materials, it's better to have it ordered right then and there before demolition so we can be able to know the dimensions, the layout, and what materials we're working with to accommodate for that. If you don't know who's buying that, you might end up paying for something twice or delaying the project because something wasn't ordered on time. A good contractor should have a detailed list of what's included in their scope of work and a clear explanation of who's responsible for supplying what. This should also include an expected timeline as well for anything the homeowner is expected to provide to minimize the delays on the project. Now, let's talk about who's actually doing the work on your house. Be in your home during the construction process. Particularly if you won't be there while the work is taking place, you would want to know if it's going to be the contractor's team or the bunch of subs they're bringing in. When too many people are involved without clear communication, residential remodels can quickly run into some issues like miscommunication, scheduling, delays, quality, and control problems. That's why it's important to know who is doing the work, who's responsible, who will be showing up at your home, and how the entire project is being managed from start to finish. A good contractor should be upfront on what they do in-house and what they sub out. And if they do use subs, they should be able to tell you exactly who they are, how long they have been working together, because trusted subs equals smooth projects. Now, let's talk design. Because not every contractor handles that part, and it can make or break your project. Do I need a designer for my project? If so, who will be doing the design work? This question is all about figuring out who's handling the design. Do I need to get out and hire an architect or interior designer myself? Or does a contractor have someone in-house on their team who takes care of that? Because designs play a huge role in the project. It's important for your budget, timeline, and even things like permits and material choices. And if a design isn't nailed down up front, it can cause a chain reaction of delays and change orders that could later on impact the project. Plus, let's be honest, if you have a good eye for designs or just don't want to deal with it, I, as a homeowner, need to know so I can know either hire an architect, interior designer, or someone that is willing to cover that. A good contractor should explain the design process clearly. They may offer in-home designs as part of the design build service, or they have a trusted designer or architect that they work with on a regular basis. Either way, they will guide you through the steps so you're not stuck trying to figure it out all alone. All right, so let's say the project is officially under its way. Now comes where the communication really matters. Because at some point, you're gonna have questions or concerns about your project. So, who do I call when I have questions or concerns about my project? Absolutely, as a homeowner, this means when something comes up, like a delay, a concern, or just a random question, who do I reach out to? Am I gonna call the owner of the company, the foreman, a random customer service line? I need to know who's in charge of my project from start to finish. Let's be real, nothing's worse than feeling left in the dark of your own project. If I'm spending thousands of dollars, I shouldn't have to chase people around just to get answers. With clear, direct communication, it does save time and prevent mistakes, and does keep my stress levels down. Keep in mind, you're a homeowner. Let's keep your stress levels down, yeah? A good contractor will give you one main point of contact, not 5 different names, just one person who's responsible for answering your calls, keeping you informed and solving the problems when they come up. And let's be honest, they should actually answer the phone. So ask, who am I supposed to call when I got questions? And no, it's not the Ghostbusters. Unless your drywall starts using slime, then you, my friend, got bigger problems. Now, let's say you do get someone on the phone, but you want to change something. Maybe the tile you picked out suddenly looks not so great. What happens then? Because trust me, change orders are gonna happen. Let's talk about how that's handled. How will change orders be handled during my project process? Yes, this is a question that is about how changes are handled after work has already started. Whether I suddenly decide I want recessed lighting instead of the basic flush mount, or the contractor opens up the wall and finds some surprise plumbing. What's the process to deal with that? Because changes can cost time and money. And if you don't know the process, you could get hit with unexpected bills, delays, or even worse, work that was done without your permission. So, there you have it. Ask these top 7 questions before you sign anything, and you'll save yourself tons of stress. Now that's it. You're on the right path of having a successful project.